ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं राधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरे प्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णा प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्णा चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्। श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थेषु तेने ब्रह्महृदायादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनश्च भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहैतुकी। Reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 32, verse number 21. In the previous verse we read Krishna's final reply to the questions.
Sorry Babaji, we cannot hear.
What is this problem? Can you hear now?
Yes.
Okay. So in the previous verse, Sri Krishna gave the reply to the question which was asked by the gopis, and he explained the reason of his behavior. Because when someone behaves in a particular way, we only understand it with our own mind, with our own samskaras, and we think that it is because of this that she or he is doing like that. But it is not always true, even in the normal material behavior. What to speak of when Krishna is acting? He is Ananta, he is unlimited, he has unlimited knowledge, unlimited way to act. His energies are unlimited, so it is not easy for common people to understand. Of course, gopis know him quite well, but this was for our sake that this dialogue happened, so that we can understand. So he said that he sometimes overtly or explicitly does not reciprocate because he wants to create a situation for his devotee to progress. And the progress comes by danya and nirveda. So nirveda generally means like feeling of dejection, but here it means like feeling of losing your pride basically. It's sort of feeling that I'm worthless. That's what nirveda. And then along with that comes danya. And this is very important on the path of bhakti. Because if we do not have this, then we have our material things, as he said, that kam krodhadi anupgame bhakti pradipti bhavati. So it's a very important statement, can be noted for Vedic psychology. Many times people ask this question, how to become free from lust. And here he is giving the formula that nirved danyadi vruddhaya kam krodha cha anupgame. Because our desires, we have more desires, more we identify with our body and mind, and which we think that we are powerful, we are strong, we are intelligent, we are smart, then more we are entrenched into the material world. And more we feel powerless, especially in relationship with Krishna and bhakti, then we don't have, that means we are getting detached. Because this so-called power and powerless is only related with the physical body. Nothing happens to the Atma. Atma in all conditions is the same. It is unchanging. Avikarivam uchyate. Krishna says there is no vikara that happens. And all the vikaras are happening in the material body. Ichha dvesa sukham dukkham sanghatas chetana dhriti ite kshetram samasena savikaram udahritam. So all these vikaras, kama, krodha, lobha, etc., they are all happening only in the body. And more deeply we identify with them, more we are away from Krishna. More we are troubled. And more we are removed from bhakti. So this danya, of course, is this nirveda is not the material, like many materialistic people also get dejected. And most people face most of the time dejection feelings. But that is material dejection. Here it is in relationship with Krishna, that he is trying but doesn't seem to make any headway, any progress. So then it says dhigmamiti pratikshanam nirvedanyam. So it is pratikshanam. And this becomes the mood. It is not something imposed from outside or a manifestation of the gunas. This is also actually a manifestation of spiritual quality. Because devotee is naturally humble. That humility is not something which is one imposes or one manages by material mind. So this is how you become free from kama krodha. Otherwise it is not possible to get freedom. As long as one has the ahankara of being independent, then desires will come, and ultimate desire is the desire of kama. And then krodha comes, lobha, all this. They are all together, they are all part of the same family. That's why krodha is called Kamanuja, brother of kama. And kama is there, krodha is. That's why Krishna actually treats both as same, kama esha, krodha esha. He's not saying two things. He's only saying this is kama and krodha, putting them just as one entity, although they are two separate emotions or feelings. But he's treating them as one. Otherwise, why he should say esha kama esha krodha? But he's only talking about kama throughout. After that, mahasano mahapapma vidhi enam. He's not using dual case, that no, these two to be your enemy. He says no, this one to be the enemy. So therefore this is only the problem, this kama, and from that all other things come. So I thought this was a very important point. That's why Mahaprabhu said Tranadapi Sunichena, for being a devotee, otherwise it is not possible. So now he says, Evam madartho jhita loka veda swanam hivo mai anuvrittaye balaha maya paroksham bhajata tirohitam masuhitam marhata tat priyam priyaha. So now he is comforting them so that this problem which they may have in mind is not there. He says, Evam madartha ujjita loka veda swanam hivo mayanuvrittaye bala maya paroksham bhajtatva. So he says that, oh Abala, poor ladies, you should know that you who have given up everything for me, your moral principles, your Vedic duties, your family members, relations, only for my sake. So I was doing your bhajan, means I was loving you, paroksham bhajata, in a hidden or secret manner. And therefore I was tirohitam, I disappeared. So it's not that I stopped doing bhajan to you, I was doing it, but not the way you wanted. So maya paroksham bhajta tirohitam, therefore mam asuyitam marhata. So therefore it is not proper for you to be angry at me, to be jealous of me, because priyam priya, I am your lover and you are my beloveds. This is the eternal truth, it cannot change. So don't think in any other way. Whatever I did, I just did it to deepen your fixity on me. So there is no cause to think that I do not love you or I do not care for you, I just disappeared like that. Nanu jantun svabhaktan ajat premno jat premnaschayad evam bhajasi tat samyak karosi. So gopis are saying, well, it's fine what you said, that you behave in this manner, that you disappeared, and this you do this to increase the bhakti or give bhakti to those who do not have it, and to increase those who have prema. So, and because this is how he explained in the previous comment, in two ways, that ajat premno and jat premnascha yadevam bhasi tat samyak karosi. That's very well, but why are you lumping us in with these two categories? We don't belong to them. We are neither ajat premna nor jat premna. We are eternal bhaktas. So kintu asmasu api tathaiva tvad vyavahanad vayam api jantu madhye eva ganya abhumaiti. So does it mean that you behaved in the similar way to us? So we are also counted among all these jantu. Jantu also means animal. The word jantu is also used for animals. Here it means living beings. So you are also putting us in the same class. So tasam sanushayam vakyam ashankya. So thinking that they may have this doubt in their mind, then Krishna speaks, because obviously he does not think that they belong to any of these two categories. So he says, Bho mat prana parardha priya pad payoja pansu paramanavaha sakhyo. That, oh my dear friends, who consider even an atom of dust from my lotus feet as the most dear object on which you can sacrifice your life. So this person, Sakhyo, Yusmasu yad anya sadharanyena adya vyavritam tadetan me dauratmyam kshamadhvam itya. So the way I behave towards you, as if just like ordinary people, so this is certainly my wickedness, and please forgive me for that. I don't want you to think that I am considering you belonging to these categories. So evam. So with this he speaks this verse, evam madartha madartho jita loka veda swanam hi. So this is one way of taking this. And yadva, another way is yatha tatha eva evam iti amaruktes tadvad ityartha. Or it is that, yes, it is also like that, but listen to my explanation. Tatascha madarthe ujjhito lokaha yukta yukta pratikshnaat vedascha dharma dharma pratikshnaat swanya atmiya dhanash dhan jyatayascha sneha tyagayat yabhis tasam api va tadanuvrittaye ukta lakshanam anyasham bhaktanam eva anuvritti vriddhye paroksham adarsham yatha syat tatha bhastam yusmat premalapan shinvata tirohitam iti kakus tasmad ativa nauchityam kritam ityartha. So he says that for my sake you have given up all the loka, means moral principles, whether they are good or not good. Also the Vedic principles, whether they are dharma or adharma, both. And you have also given up swani, atmiya, atma, atmiya, dhan, gyatayas. Because the word swa means yourself, it means your relatives or things which belong to you, and the wealth and the relatives, all that. You have given up all affection to everything. And towards you who are like this, tadanuvrittaye ukta lakshanam anyasham bhaktanam iva anuvritti vrittaye. So I acted towards you just like I act towards other devotees to increase their love for me. And paroksham adarshanam yatha syat tatha bhasta. I was loving you indirectly, and therefore yusmat prema lapan shinvata tirohitam. So why did I disappear then if you don't think that I belong to this category? He says, I just wanted to hear your love dialogue, how you will talk about me in my absence. So that was my reason, not anything else. So iti kaku tasmad ativa anuchityam kritam. So this is speaking in a changed voice, which means that I have acted highly improperly. I should not do this, but I just wanted to hear. And then I have something more why I did this, and this is very important. Nahi prachina arvachina bhavino va bhakta evam sambhaveyu. He says, in the past, in the present, in the future, there are no devotees like this, like you. Etavata api anuvritter aparavriddhirasti. That the anuvritti which you have, the love for you have, there is no possibility that it can further increase. You already have the ultimate love for me. Anuvritter aparavriddhirasti. Nahi parmanu param mahato hi asamriddho kenapi ashashyade. He says, just like there is a parmanu. So parmanu means the smallest particle of matter. You cannot break it further down. So you cannot make it smaller than what it is. The very reason it is called parmanu is that it is the ultimate limit. In the same way, there is param mahat, the ultimate big object. So it cannot become bigger than that. So he says that nobody can hope to reduce the size of the parmanu or to increase the size of the mahat. Because there is nothing higher than that. So your love is like that. It is the supreme. Tasmad anya premi bhaktan prati yusmat prema vapralambhika pratap mahotkarsha jigyapai shamai mama iyam asamiksha karita shamyatam iti bhava. Therefore, I just was very eager. I wished to inform other devotees who also have love for me. I want to inform them the supreme great prowess of your love when you are in separation from me. And it is for this that I acted in this way. Asamiksha karita means something on which you do not deliberate, and therefore I may be forgiven for that. Shamyatam iti bhava. So basically Krishna is saying that I want to glorify you. Otherwise people will not know your glories. So I want to show them the depth, the greatness, the wonderful power, the brightness, the brilliance of your love. And that's why I did this. But I know that this has caused you a lot of mental agony, so you can forgive me for that. Tasmad evam tasman mam prati asvitum dosharopen drashtum narat. So since I acted with this intention to advertise about your greatness, so please do not find fault with me. It is not proper to do that. Why? Tatar priyamiti priya iti cha hetu. Says because we have mutual love for each other. You love me, I love you. And priyasya dosham priya khalu manasi ayanti. So the beloved does not see defects in her lover. That is the meaning. So in this way he is further explains his intention, especially in relationship with the gopis. And the other, what he said, that yatha dhane labdha dhane, yatha dhane labdha dhane vinaste, yatha dhano labdha dhane vinaste, that's not really applicable to them. That's what he's trying to say now. And now this is the last sloka of this chapter, where he completely accepts his defeat in front of them. न पारयेऽहं निर्वद्य संयुजां ससाधु कृत्यं विबुधायुषापि वः यामा भजन् दुर्जरगृह शृङ्खलः संवृश्य तद्वः प्रतियातु साधुना. So it is amazing that this statement is coming from the mouth of the most powerful person, and who is Swayam Bhagavan, who is Sarveshwara Ishvara, where all the great personalities bow down to him. They cannot even stand in front of him. He is saying this to the gopis. He says, Na parayeham nirvadya sanyujam sasadhu krityam vibudhayushapi. Says, even if I live the lifespan of the Devas or Brahma, it is not possible for me, I am not capable of returning your love, which is absolutely spotless. Your union with me, your love for me is niravadya. So means it is absolutely pure. There is no trace of any impurity in it. Or vibudha means learned people. So he says, even learned people, they cannot count in their whole life the intensity of love you have for me. They cannot calculate it. Vibudhayushapiva. What is it? Yama bhajan durjar greha shrinkhala samvrishya. That you have cut the chain, which is very difficult to cut, the chain that binds you to the material life, and you broke that. So shrinkhala means like the iron chain by which you tie cows, that is called shrinkhala. So like that, people are bound to material life, to their family life or whatever. And it is durjara. It is impossible to break it. But you samvrishya, you completely cut it. You did not keep any attachments. You did not look back how they ran when he played the flute. So Jagalola Kundala, which implied that they were in a hurry and they did not bother about anything. So, and they did not even know that others are coming. They did not call anyone else. So this showed their intensity of love for Krishna. So therefore it says, Tadvaha pratiyatu sadhuna. That by your own good nature, you be satisfied. Means it is not possible for me that I can reciprocate with you, but you are sadhus, you have a good character. With that pratiyatu, you be satisfied with that. So this is the end of this chapter and the commentary by Sri Vishwanath. Man manasi santatam yad udbhavati tat shrunuta itya. So Krishna says that what is always going on in my heart, now listen to that. So this is when somebody has done to you some very big favor, how you feel. If you are a good-hearted person, how you feel towards that person. You feel very grateful. Even if you don't express it all the time, even if you don't say it, but you feel it within your heart that how this person has done so much for me. So he says that this is how I feel about you people all the time. Santatam. He says, now I am revealing this to you. So Krishna is not saying all the time to them, I love you, I love you. But he has that feeling inside, so finally he reveals it. So your love for me, your union with me, he says, is nirabadhya. So what is that nirabadhya? Kama, karma, loka, dharma, shastra, apeksha rahityena nirupadhi sanyoga. That it is absolutely without any upadhi, without any conditioning, without any strings attached with it. It is not impelled because of that you have a calm, means you have some desire, you want to be happy, like Kubja was there. She also wanted to have union with Krishna. Or karma, that it is your duty. So people also they go do yajna, agnihotra, do puja, because it should be done. It's family duty, lok dharma, or it is kula dharma, nothing like that. Loka, or it is a social convention, or it is your personal dharma, like the duty of the wife to serve the husband, or you are doing it based on some shastric injunction like Vedhi Bhakti. So your love for me, your union with me is not dependent on any of these things. This is the meaning of nirabadhya. So this is what is the Gopi Bhav is. It's absolutely free from anything, any other condition. So nirupadhi sanyoga, sanyogo yasam tasam. So our union. Svenaiva sadhu yat krityam. So sadhu krityam means that this is just natural to you. In the material world we perform activities based on these things. Either we have desire, we want to fulfill our desire, so we do that. Or it is because it is expected from us, somebody else tells us to do, or we are born in particular family, then certain expectations come from that, or shastra, or religion, or the government is asking it. You have to be, what is called, you have to go to the army when you are 18. What is called drafting? So you have to be drafted into army. So it's not none of these things. So then you do it although you don't want to do it. Karta kya na, marta kya na karta. Do it. So none of these things. Therefore it says swaswadhu kritam. Svenaiva sadhu yat krityam. So svenaiva means it is natural. It's just your swabhava, it's your very existence. Natu sadhutva apadakena kenachid vastu samparkena sadhu. So it is not sadhu, it is not good because of something else. It is sadhu by your very swabhava. Some people can also do good things because of something else, because of some injunction, because of association of other people, because of the peer pressure of your friends. Then you also go for parikrama because everybody is doing parikrama, so I also do it. Otherwise they'll say, oh, you are not doing Nirjala Ekadasi. So you don't want to be left out, so you also do Nirjala Ekadasi. So then when everybody is saying, I did Nirjala, you say, I also did it. I also did parikrama on Madiya Puna. Right? So I also took dip in Radhakund. So that is called sadhutva apadakena kenchid samparkena sadhu. That you are performing that good act not by your nature. It is not that you are impelled from within to do it, but because of something else. And even if it is coming from within, there is something which is making you do wish something else like that. This Kam Karma Loka Dharma Shastra. Tatna paraye pratikartum na shaknomi. He says, therefore, it is not possible for me to repay you. I am incapable of that. And, well, you can say you can take your time. Sometimes you take a loan from the bank, you cannot pay back in one installment. They give you installments. That every month you can pay and then take 5 years to pay it. Right? So he says, I cannot do this even if I have long life like the Devas. Devas are sometimes called Amara. Amara Nirjara Deva. Tridasad. Tridevalaya. So he says, even then, even if I have a long life, means there is so much installments, can never pay it. So you declare yourself as bankrupt and you cannot pay. That's what people do, right? So he is declaring himself as bankrupt. Sakrityam iti ekavachnena yushmakam kshanikam api krityam. So Krishna is saying Swasadhu Krityam. He did not say Swasadhu Krityani. That all the activities, all the service you have done. He's saying one service. So he says that at even every moment what you do for me, I cannot repay. That what to speak of for 1 hour, 1 day, 1 month, 1 year, 1 life. It's not possible. So why is that? He says, Yama mam abhajan samvrichya durjarapi. That you loved me, you served me by cutting this most difficult or strong shackle, chain. Pati swashru pitri bhratri sneha bandhu shrinkhala. So shrinkhala also means chain. Chain not in the sense of the chain by which you bind, but like you have a rope. That is also called shrinkhala. Because chain is also like that. It's a row. You have this, what you call the hooks, one after another. So he says that you have a big shrinkhala of husband, mother-in-law, father, brother, relatives, affection to all them. So you broke up all that chain. Nishesham chitva, completely. Sometimes you also break, but you keep also some 50-50. So you do seva here also, and you also take care of your other. Some percentage here, some percentage there. So it's nothing like that. So 100. Nishesham, not leaving anything. So sleshena apakva yoginaiva samvrishyapi ta shrinklam apur naiva abhajan ityartha. So he also takes another meaning that there are apakva yogi, not perfected yogi. So they do some seva, they break some vrishyapi, tasrinklam, apu, then they go back again. Like as Arjuna was asking the question. So punar apur naiva bhajan, and then they don't do the bhajan. So that can also be the ma bhajan. So ma can mean ma, and ma means do not. Ityartha. So why is that it is not possible for me? Na pariyaham. He says, aham tu pitra bhratari sveshu bandhushu api snehami cha yusman bhajami cha. Because in my case, I have affection for my father, for my brother, for my mother, for my friends, relatives, and I also love you. So there is no balance. You have cut every knot and you only love me, but I have big people, big group of people around me, and I take care of them. So how can I reciprocate with their love? I am one person taking care of so many people's needs, affection, I reciprocate, and you are just fixated on me. So ye yatha mam prapadyante iti. So swapratigyato pichuta iti mama pratikriyaya sambhava. He says, therefore I have fallen down from my vow, from my word, in which I say that I will reciprocate as one surrenders to me. He says, I am unable to keep my word with you in this particular case. So therefore it is not possible for me to reciprocate. Pratikriyaya sambhava. So vyajyamano ayamartha shleshenapi labhyate. So this meaning which is implied is also understood by the shlesha, by breaking the words. So that is like this. Sayatha samvrishya yusman aham ma abhajam parsavarnena nakar dukarya sanyoga. So he brings out this meaning. One way he brings out this meaning is by Vyanjana. Another he brings out the meaning directly from the words, just breaks the words little differently. So instead of saying ya ma abhajan, what we say does is that ya ma abhajam and durjaro grahir simply. So abhajam now applies to himself. It becomes first person singular instead of third person plural, abhajan. So that's how he takes that durjar grahe sinkla ma samvrishya abhajam, that I am doing bhajan without breaking the chain which is difficult to break. As he said that I reciprocate, I love my parents, my brother, my friends, and also you. So therefore, durjar grahe sinkla ma samvrishya bhajam. So this is one way of taking. Tasmad va sadhutvanaiva tat yusmat sadhu krityam pratiyatu pratikritam bhavatu. Therefore you be satisfied with your own good nature. I cannot reciprocate. Yusmat saushilyanaiva mam anrinyam. So by your good nature you make me free from the debt. Because if I cannot reciprocate means I cannot pay you back. You love me so much and I cannot, so I become indebted to you. But because you are good natured, good hearted, so you absolve my debt. That okay, you are free. You don't have to pay installments. So, or he is not saying that I become absolved of your debt by your good nature. Vastutastu rini eva bhavami yusmakamiti. But the truth is that I am just indebted to you. It is not possible to become free from that. This is the meaning. Tatascha tabhi prati swamansi evam vicharitam. So now this is a very interesting twist which Krishna Vishwanath Chakravarti gives here now. This is quite amazing. So when Krishna spoke like this to the gopis, so gopis are obviously great devotees, very humble. They cannot take it. They cannot accept that Krishna is saying that he cannot reciprocate our love and he is indebted to us. He says, no, we don't accept that. It is not possible. So therefore they think like this. And what is their thinking? Parameshwaratvad sarva gunas paripurnatve api dosha gandha matra rahitya api Asmat prem ras vijyatve api asman premvatvena utkarshaitum asmad rini bhavitum eva asmat karmako ayam asya tyage tadidam parabhusum vijigishavo vayam eva adhanya evam bhavitum aparyantayo anena phalta premna jita eva bhum. So their gopis are thinking that he is Parameshwara, therefore he has all good qualities, he is complete, there is no lack in him. There is absolutely not a streak of any flaw in him, dosha gandha matra hityapi. And he knows our love, asmat prem ras vigyatvepi asman prematvena utkarshaitum. But he wants to glorify our love for him. And that's why he is doing it. So why Krishna is speaking like this and why Krishna disappeared from them? First they thought that he is harsh, he is this, he is that. Now they are saying that you did this because you want that we become known in the world how great we are. And for that you are even ready to take the blame that you don't reciprocate with us. So you see, this is what is love is. In the material world, people only see flaws. They are always trying to see how can I criticize this person. And here, when Krishna himself is saying that yes, I have this defect, and then gopis are saying no, you don't have anything. What to speak of that they will find flaw in him, even when he is saying I am incapable. They are saying no, it's not true. You are just making it up so that people praise us. So this is how they are thinking. So this is the Niravadya Sanyujam. This is the purity of love of the gopis and purity of love of Krishna. How humble he is. We think that God is great and he is very proud and he is saying I am this, I am that. Aham sarvasya prabha matta sarvam pravartate. Aham adirhi devanam. And all these things he is saying. But he says, na pareyaham nirvadya sanyujam. Such a great person who from the pores of his body the universe comes out. He is saying this. So gopis say that yes, you are doing this. Prem vatvena utkarshaitum asmad rini bhavitum eva. That you want to make it known to people that you are indebted to us so that they will know how great we are. And you want people to praise us. You don't want that they praise you. For you they will say, oh, what is he doing? Sometimes he steals the cloth of the gopis, sometimes he does this, sometimes he runs away. But nobody is finding fault with gopis. Anybody finds fault with gopis? No. But with Krishna, so many people find fault, right? Even the devotees of other devas find fault. Say, but gopis are, no one says anything about them, that there is anything wrong with them. So he says, this is what you are trying to do. So premvatvena utkarshaitum asmad rini bhavitum eva asmat karmakoyam. So that's why you have done this to us. Asya tyaga tadimam parabhusham. So you had the desire to parabhusham, that you become subdued by us. And we become vijigasha. Your desire is that we become the winners and you become defeated. This is what he is saying. So therefore he says, Vayam eva dhanya. So therefore he says, we are unfortunate that you are doing this to us. Evam bhavitum aparayantyo anena faltah premna jitaya. So he says that to be like this, what he has done is that we are unable to understand the limit of his prem, and therefore he has conquered us. So this is the competition of humility. People have a competition of pride. I will see you, you don't know me, just wait what I do to you, right? So here Krishna is taking humble position and gopis take more humble position, and they say that actually we got defeated. We thought we are going to do and make you talk, but so this is the greatness of love, and this is how the most wonderful qualities manifest in love. So in this such a relationship, one can imagine the amount of pleasure they feel with each other and how much confidence they have, how much surrender, love, everything. There cannot be any trace of pride, etc. So this is the end. Iti sarartha darshinyam harshinyam bhakta chetsam dasme dvadhika trinshe sangata sangatam satam. This is the end of Sarartha Darshan Tika on 32nd chapter of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Purushottam Prabhu.
Yes, I'm reading there is something more here in this commentary which I have. Is a prem vatatvena utkarshayitum, then swachapa karshayitum asmadruni. So this swachapa karshayitum.
I don't have it here, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know what does it really refers to.
No, the meaning is, I understand the meaning, but I don't have it. Meaning is to show himself as lower. Upkarsh. Show the Utkarsh greatness of the gopis and lowliness of himself.
So his denial is really amazing here. This is unprecedented basically.
Yes. Okay, Sandeep.
Babaji Maharaj, so my question was, like in the beginning of the class, you explained about Nirveda and how Trinada, the peaceful chain, is exemplification of the same thing. So for a sadhaka, on a practical, in a practical sense, this quality is to be developed, because in the material world, if we show our danya or if we show our humility, people take us for granted, and sometimes
give me one example. Give me one example.
So example is that supposing you are in charge of a particular group of people, and then you want to do this, do that, please do this. You have to take work from them, but if you become little humble or something, then people just take advantage. They won't do. Another example is.
So how will you become humble to them? Tell me. Suppose I know that you have people working under you, so you have to take job from them. So what do you mean you become humble to them?
Humble in the sense that you don't shout at them or whatever. In the sense you just give your instructions in a normal, in a little loving manner, whatever. Not exactly loving manner, or what instructions you will give in a loving manner.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is that maybe you have never tried it, you are only imagining it. And therefore you can also try and see.
Yes,
you try to deal with people. It has to come from heart. It is not that you just act like that. If you really have good feelings for people, they are also human beings. They understand. They will have a great respect for you and they will listen to you. It is not always true. I have seen people, even there's people who are working in army, they'll say, oh, he is our officer and we really love him because he's so, kind and nice. There are cases like that. I think the best example is our Prime Minister. The way he deals with people, even opposite people appreciate that. He has got some humility in him. And it is appreciated by them. He doesn't have to be like that.
Okay. But yes, I've tried sometimes. I'm not saying that I've never tried this. I tried this many times, and many places, like even if you have left the organization or if you're in a different place, people do get in touch with you and do give you whatever regard and respect. But there are always elements who would take advantage.
So they will take advantage even otherwise. Even if you are not humble and you are tough, then also they will do it. Don't think that they won't do it. One thing is that when you retire, they won't care a damn for you.
Yeah, that is true.
Right? And when you are working at that time also, they will try to sabotage you whenever they can. Because they won't be one with heart with you. So you think like that you can boss around and that's the only way you can get work. But that may be one way out of fear. They do it. But more than that is when they will respect you as that you are their boss, and also will have respect from heart. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, another thing I just wanted to clarify with you. That's again on a little practical sense. Supposing you are in a group, and okay, I'll take the example of the class. So you are doing your learning, and maybe at some point some people are getting disturbed by this, whatever. You take that into account. But does it also mean that someone and anyone can just pass down any comments or anything onto you? Is that, and then you say that, okay, I'm being humble and I don't want to reply? Or
so you have to think like this.
What is the practical way?
Practical way is this: if somebody is passing a comment, then that person definitely has some reason. That reason may be reasonable or unreasonable. That is second thing. But it's not that everybody is passing comments. So if somebody is passing, that means that person obviously is disturbed, because nobody goes outwardly just like that to pass comment on you or someone else. So, na kopi kasya bandhu na kopi kasya mitram vyavaharena jayante mitra rupostatha. To begin with, when you come to a new group, nobody is your friend, nobody is your enemy. You are a neutral person, you are a new person. Then some people start liking you and some people start disliking you. And some people may be neutral to you. So it all depends not only on their being what they are, but also on your behavior. So this is what you have to take into consideration. You cannot change them, but you have to think like this. If you want to be a humble devotee, if you don't want to be a humble devotee, you can do whatever you want to do. But if you take my advice and you want to be a humble devotee, then you should think that, okay, this person is saying this, let me figure out why it is. You may not agree with that, but you have to get into their shoes. That why are they saying like this? If you remain tough and I don't care, and who are they to speak like this to me, then go ahead, there is no problem. But if you want to sort out and want to be part of the group and you want to mass means matching, be in harmony with the group, then you have to take into consideration, even if they are wrong, then have a dialogue with them that, well, this is how I am doing and what is that is disturbing to you. And maybe there is something wrong with you, maybe not. But if you immediately just lose your temper and get upset, that is pride. And this I am saying, even if they are wrong, you have to take this approach. And what if they are right? Then you are completely proud. So this is what one has to look into one's own self. When I have to deal with people, then I see, okay, why this person is behaving like this? Why is dealing? I do it all the time. I'm not bossing around on anybody. I don't do that. Why I don't do that? Because that's not devotion. Even if they are my students and whatever you call them, I still deal with them with respect. They are human beings. I consider that it is so great that they have come to path of bhakti. There is some greatness in them. Even if whatever they are doing I may not like that, but they have come to this stage. And on top of that, they have come to the fold of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There are other Vaishnava Sampradayas. And on top of that, they are coming into Gadadhar Parivar. It's a great thing for me. Because I belong to this Parivar. Somebody is joining my Parivar, I'm happy. So I'm respectful. Otherwise I can think, who is this person, who is this, these are like this. What is their value? They don't understand who I am. I'm on this path for 40 years, maybe more, I know so much, I studied this. If I want to feel proud, I have 50 things to feel proud about myself. But I don't think like that. I never think like that. I think I'm practicing. I'm a sadhaka, And if somebody can get help from me, that's good. And then I don't feel any problem.
Okay.
I don't waste that much time just solving people's problem here. Otherwise, I've seen all these dynamics of the top person, below that person, below that person, below that person, temple commander, temple president, vice president, GBC, this, that. All the time this is going on. So then, because temple commander is temple commander, he just comes and bosses around, I saw this, And then nobody likes, so then they go and complain to the temple president, then temple president calls him and he talks to him, and then so much time is wasted in that.
Yes, thank you very much for this insight.
Okay. Yeah, it is hard. It's a tough job. I keep saying this, that bhakti is not easy. It's very difficult because you have to change yourself. It's for you, not for anyone else. You have to think that you came to bhakti to change yourself, not for others. We think we come to bhakti, now we have to just change others. Except myself. No, I have to change. This is why I am here. And I should take help from others. Everybody is helping you to change. That's why they're complaining. You have to think like that. That this person is actually trying to help me. Even if that person is wrong, is trying to help you to become humble and tolerant and not be hung up on your pride. You have to think like that. And if that person is right, then you have to be more humble. And then you will see the dynamics, then you will see how people will like you and appreciate you. Otherwise you keep on fighting. Wherever you go, you will fight. Okay? I have to go have a class. See, I'm still studying, I'm a student. I had a class before this and I will have another class now.